Hello and welcome back to Minecraft with me, DX Phoenix, and I hope you're ready for another episode. And today, as you can see, we're in the Botania greenhouse, and what we're going to do is we're going to get started into something which I haven't really played around with in Botania much before, and even in the vanilla version, again, I haven't really touched on that much either, and that is potion making. Now, at the moment in these potion stands, it is just water bowls. They are purely here for decoration at the moment. But what we are going to be doing is Botania's potion making or potion brewing. I've just had to craft up a mana rune. I needed to remember how to do it. We're going to make this Botanical brewery, and it's just living rock, rune of mana, brewing stand, and a block of mana steel. Now, I pretty much have everything we need in my inventory apart from the stone. Now I do. So let's get started into it, shall we? So we need to make our mana steel. Put our rune there. Oh, I'm almost forgetting something. We need our brewing stand. Oh, look at this. We're not even 2 minutes into the video and Phoenix has already been derp. What a surprise. I also appear to be either coming down with a cold or I've got hay fever. It's acting up again. Joy. But here we are. And as you can see, already in my hand, that is already quite animated. And like most things with Botania, it always looks really cool. And we're going to put it... Where can I put this for now? No, I'm going to put it there because I may have to break that. That's cool. Knowing how it clips into that. We're just going to remove our altar for now, so it just stands on its own. I like that. Right, so you're probably wondering, right, now we made it, how do we make stuff? Well, if we just go into JEI, just go to, when I actually type properly, Botania. Come down to here, we've got a list of things here that we can make with the Botanical brewer. We can make vials or flasks. Flasks will give us more uses out of the potion, and they still last for the same amount of time, as you can see. Vials give us 4, where the flask gives us 6. And the way we make them is mana glass, 3 mana glass, like you would make a normal bottle, or for the flask, which is elf glass, do the same just with elf glass. So we're going to get some mana glass vials. I'm also just going to change the mana glass into elf glass as well because I want more flasks. There we go. We have our flasks and vials. Now the next thing is, how do we create these? Right, well let's look at one that we want to create. There is speed. Don't need that. Strength, not so much. Haste would be nice. Instant health. Sounds good. Some of these others. There's regeneration, which is also nice. Regeneration 2. Jump boost. Right, so we're going to go regeneration 2. Let's look at vials first. So it is wart, gas tier, and glowstone. Gas tiers. Great. Well, I can always go back into the nether and kill them, so. I'll be back in a minute once I've grabbed those, so back in just a moment, guys. Right, and we're back, and I now have the things we need. Cast tears, nether wart, and glowstone. What we're going to do is... on there first. Ah, there we go. Like I said, guys, I've not used this before. It requires mana as well. Right, so while that is being made, there's another one I'm going to make, as you may have seen some ingredients in here. We're going to use potato, glistening melon, and nether wart, because we're going to make instant health as well. So we're going to do some potion crafting today. So we'll be back in just a minute once this is done. So catch you guys in just a moment. Right, and I'm back. And as you can see, we now have the Flask of Revitalization, which is the Regeneration 2. I'm currently making a Flask of Healing 2 now. And there we go, just in time. There we go, Flask of Mending, which is Instant Heal 2. Did have them going because this mana was beginning to go down. And you're probably wondering, why have I made these two potions? Well, I'm actually going to make another regeneration while I'm here. Because I can. There. Oh. And if you remember from the last episode, we started doing blood magic. And these are a safer way of regaining health as well as eating without using the Fallen Concade, which is a flower that produces regeneration. However, interestingly enough, blood mages have known to place odd hexes on their altars which cause this flower to malfunction. Yeah. This means that Vasky and Way of Time have probably spoken to each other and come up with the solution of there'll be a code that tells each other, that speaks to Botania and blood magic, saying these two are close to each other, one has to stop working, is what my guess is. Which, if it is, it isn't a bad thing. In all honesty, guys, let's get away from there. It's not a bad thing. It really isn't, because please, if any of you guys have seen some of the other Minecraft YouTubers like Direwolf, you'll know that he has a Forgecraft series. Reason for that? They're testing these mods out. They're trying to, and they're testing them to the point where they're trying to break them. They're trying to find out how unstable they are, how they can be used to break another mod. And Fallen Concade would definitely break blood magic because you're regenerating at an even faster rate than you're healing. So that's why, and I've got my blood orb in there at the moment. But it's daytime now. Yeah, it really is. Is there anything I can slap about? You can't hit me, can you? Well, you can't do damage anyway. Ooh, you can. Try and take some more damage. You're getting on my nerves now. Come on here. But anyway, I've took enough damage. Right. So, regeneration. Just take a sip and voila. Lasts for 20 seconds and you just recover your health for the duration. I think that works quite well. Does mean, however, we're going to have to increase the size of this soon, for definite. Ooh, which also brings me to this, as some of you might have spotted, it's been altered slightly. I'm just going to give you guys all a moment if you wanted to pause the video. Now. And it was just purely to give these a quick read, because these are upcoming projects. If you notice, I've moved the upgrading the Botania greenhouse down. I've not given it a number because it's going to be a project that will get done, but there was no point in moving across all these and just getting on with them. Whereas these ones, again, this doesn't mean they're going to be done in this order, but these will be done. And if you're wondering what tidy up means, yeah, look at that. It's looking like a mess. Another thing I just need to show you guys is I've tried to expand this out. Still got bits I need to do. I'm also trying to make it look kind of natural, like carving bits off, making indents in here and there, expanding parts out in other places. At the moment it just looks like I have just created that, so there's a bit more work to go on here before I put the farmhouse on here. You might have noticed something else is missing. Yep, that's right. I've got rid of the slime island. It's no longer here. Purely because if I'm building stuff, I don't want slimes falling on me all the time. But that's that made. Now there's something else. Something else I wanted to make. Now, where's it gone? Oh, just to point out, you know the healing and regeneration? You might have spotted it. Tainted pendants. Yeah. If I was to do this onto a tainted blood pendant, I can give it regeneration, so regeneration is doing off on me all the time. Which I'm not going to do. Just yet. But one thing we can do is, if I haven't found it yet, I think it's there. Give me a moment, guys. There's something I want to find in this book that we're going to craft. So bear with me in just a moment and I'll be back. And I'm back. And I found it. It's what I wanted to show you guys. And I've also gathered some items as well. And it was this. The Vincalotus, I believe is how it's pronounced. Vincalotus. And it's a functional flower. And what I mean by functional flowers is they require mana to work. So all these flowers here require mana in order to work, whereas the ones we have been using are the generating ones, which work just as they sound. They will use up a resource to generate mana for us. So the Ender Flames, like just behind here, use up solid fuel resources like coal, charcoal, and the block versions of them to generate mana. And there is a liquid version that will use lava in the same essence for heat, the Thermalily, which can be automated using other blocks and even blood magic as even a blood magic ritual in previous ones. I've got to look into the rituals to see if it can also be done in this. I believe it can. So that'll be something to look into. Basically a lava version of the hydrangeas. But we're looking at the functional ones. Like I said, the Fallen Concade heals. But you're wondering what the Vinculotus can do. Well, those of you that do know, that's fine. You can skip over this a little bit. It's to do with Enderman. Now you're probably seeing where I'm going with this. The Vinculotus has the power to create a disturbance among any Enderman's teleportation powers within a fairly large radius around it. I bet a lot of you can see where I'm going with this now. For a cost of mana, whenever an Enderman would teleport away, instead they're teleported to the location of the Vinculotus. And this is the crafting recipe for it. Yeah, it's an Enderman trap. They try and get away, they're not. But would require us to upgrade our mana production as well from potentially the hydrangeas and the ender flames, or even automating the ender flames to produce mana. But first of all, let's just grab some seeds and let's get creating. So, you, and redstone root. Which I'll explain what redstone root does in just a moment. Here is our Vinculotus. Ooh, lovely achievement as well. Now, redstone root for a flower allows it to do one thing. First of all, let's see this radius. Damn, that's huge. Let's see if we can get a better idea of how big that is. Nope. Okay, that's quite wide. It's quite a range. Yep. So what I could do is put the Vinculotus in something like this. And probably not so much with that grinder, but with something else. And a lovely little trap. And any Enderman that tries to get away from taking the damage, and by teleportation, teleports here. Which, let's say for instance, it's in this room. That Enderman tries to teleport to here. For instance. Well, good luck, because that's in range of this flower. He will then teleport. Say he's going to teleport from here to there. He's going to end up right here, stuck in this room. And let's say right there is the mob grinder, stuck in this room, and the mob grinder that we'll be using will have a range of the entire room. It will be killed. So that is the plan with this Vinculotus, to be used in a more specific mob grinder. Because this is fine, however, yeah. Once emptied, it's quite slow at getting resources. So this may get torn down and rebuilt in a different way. Because remember, we do have that drop of evil, so that can be done. So yeah. And the redstone root, this can receive a redstone signal because this flower has been made with redstone root, and it can turn it off. So say when we've finished, or better yet, better example would be with this I'll just show you. You know how I have a switch on here to stop mobs from spawning. There we go. Yep. Well, and then to allow them to spawn again. Well, same thing can happen with this. It can be set on a timer, so the lights can go on in the spawner room, stopping any more mobs from spawning, and then I can set a good enough timer so that once the last mob has definitely been killed, say a minute, because it wouldn't take any longer, or even 15 seconds, the flower will switch off and stop working. However, as soon as the lights go off and things start spawning again, or the mob spawner gets turned back on again, I would then have to set it so the flower would receive a signal to instantly kick back in on a different circuit. So it will receive a pulse to toggle it off, then receive another pulse straight away to power it back on again, saving our mana, so it's not constantly using mana unless I can generate an infinite supply and not be too worried about it. But that is in the minds for a project. So we're going to be upgrading our mob grinder as well, because it's part of the it's technically part of resources that we need. So that's something we're going to work on. Also at the same time, going to get this all tidied up. There we go. There's one that's getting ground up. Some other things in there. Yep. Like I say, we need to upgrade that because that is pretty slow at the moment. Oh, there's a lily back there. Well, yes, that is our plans for our flower, and also the reason why I've started going into brewing, because blood magic is going to require a lot of my blood for now. That's right, mob spawner, I'm looking at you. You're going to become useful again soon. Well, the mobs are at least. But anyway, I'm going to be disappearing now, so I hope you guys have enjoyed the episode. If you have, please hit like, share and subscribe. Also, another thing, let other people know. It's the main thing. What helps this channel and helps me know that you guys are enjoying it is by letting other people know, getting them to watch the episodes, and also get them to comment their ideas of what to see, their opinions on what could be done better as well. Anything to help me out and help me keep creating great content for you guys. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.